I'm not saying you should agree with everything you hear. That's not being open-minded, bro. That's just being a doormat. What's good, everybody? If you're new here, my name is Betto and I make music, and sometimes I like to talk about mental health and personal improvement and more things like that, sharing some tips, advice and personal experiences, so you know I'm not talking just to talk, because I like proving facts, bro. Also, this is my first video in this kind of topic. Shout out to everybody that supported this idea from my last video. You are a hero. Big shout out. If you didn't know, I dropped a song with B.A. Kojo like a month ago. It's called Na Nuevo, and you should definitely check it out, bro. That will mean a lot. I will leave a link down below in the description. Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about something that's really important, and I'm not gonna be talking about Trump and Kamala Harris because it's too much going on, bro, and that's not even my country, so I'm gonna chill out. We're gonna be talking about being open-minded, and I'm not talking about being open-minded is trying sushi for the first time. I'm gonna be talking about how being open-minded can literally change how you experience your life, and I came here with proven facts. So you know I'm not talking just to talk, and I'm not just some motivational video that you see on your FYP. You scroll and forget about it, bro. We're gonna be talking here with proven facts. By the end of this video, you have actual tools on how to be more open-minded without having to sacrifice your whole personality and staying true to who you are. I broke this topic down in 2 sections, and the second section breaks down into 4 sections. It might sound like a lot, and it might sound like I'm giving you a whole university degree, but trust me, bro, it'll be a lot easier than you expect. If you like this topic and want more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and this being said, make sure you get comfortable and let's talk. Section 1. Why is it important to be open-minded? Let's start with why you should even care about being open-minded in the first place, right? It's not just about being the cool accepting friend, even though that's a nice bonus, but it's way deeper than that. Research shows that people who tend to be more open-minded have better problem-solving skills, stronger relationships, and are even happier than people who are not. And yeah, there's a lot of science behind this. For example, EM Life teacher Kelly Barron shared that individuals who are open-minded tend to have lower levels of stress and anxiety. Why? Because they're not trying to win every single debate. In short, they understand that everything is not about them and everybody has their own life, and most important, they mind their own business. She also gives us 3 ways on how being open-minded can create more ease in our lives. Number 1, it gives us perspective because it helps us focus more on ourselves and don't forget about our principles. In number 2, it helps us understand the world around us, but we'll get into that later. In number 3, it allows us to let go of judgment. Just think about it, when you're open to new ideas, you're not as easily threatened. It's like the difference between getting into a never-ending debate with somebody on Twitter versus just letting them have their own opinion. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to win every single debate. That's exhausting. It's not a UFC match, bro. It's just an opinion. And that's fine. It's completely fine, bro. Chill out, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Another study in OSF, that stands for Open Science Framework, found that open-minded people were more adaptable, which means they handle changes in life better, meaning they become more naive, or as they like to call it, naive realists. Realists, right? Realists. Whether it's dealing with a breakup, whether it's dealing with switching careers, or going through tough times in general, being open-minded makes it easier for the open-minded individual to go on with the flow when things get tough. Section 2. How to start being more open-minded. Okay, now that we know why being open-minded is basically a life hack, let's start about how you can actually be open-minded. And no, I'm not giving you here some spiritual journey including blood, crystals, and burning sage. And if that's your thing, that, you know, I don't know, I guess you do you, I don't know, I don't do that around here, you know, we don't do that around here, but if you like to, I'll be talking more about practical steps that will help you reach the open-mindedness that we're talking about. These are not just based on research, these are also based on real-life experiences for myself. These steps really work for me, so I hope they benefit your life as well. Step number 1, challenge your assumptions. We all have beliefs that we hold on to without questioning them. Maybe something small like thinking your favorite artist from high school is still the best artist ever, even nobody listens to them. Or maybe something bigger like political views, religion, or how you think life should be. And the key here is you have to ask yourself why you believe in this thing. Okay, so in psychology there's this thing called the confirmation bias. It's when we automatically seek out information that confirms and supports everything that we already believe in and ignore any other information that contradicts it. Let me break it down for you. It's like how your brain convinces you that you're fine and motivated after watching only one motivational TED Talk. And hear me out, I'm not saying you should agree with everything you hear. That's not being open-minded, bro. That's just being a doormat. But just by asking yourself, why do I believe in this? Why do I think like this? Is the first step on seeing the bigger picture. Step 2. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It might sound weird, but it's true. And why? Because being open-minded means getting out of your comfort zone. And no, I don't mean you need to start doing string sports or listening to lyrical rap because you hate mumble rap. It's more about exposing yourself to new ideas and experiences, even if they feel a little bit strange at first. But hey, trying new things does not mean you should not be happy or ungrateful for the things that you already have, because otherwise you'll never have a happy life or a happy relationship. There's a well-known theory in psychology that's called the zone of proximal development. And you might be asking, Beto, what the does that even mean? Well, let's see what our best friend has to say. Wikipedia. The zone of proximal development, CPD, is a concept in educational psychology. It represents the space between what a learner is capable of doing unsupported and what the learner cannot do, even with support. It is the range where the learning is able to perform but only with support from a teacher or a peer with more knowledge or expertise, a more knowledgeable other. It's just a fancy way of saying we grow the most when we are outside of a comfort zone. Not too far, but not too stuck in the same old routine. Think about it like a circle. That little circle we find ourselves already in keeps growing every time we take a step further and learning new things. I'm gonna give you another example. Think about it like this. If you're always hanging out with people that think and act exactly like you're basically living in a closed cage or an echo chamber. The things you think, do, and say do not go further than that. But when you try to do something different, something new, you expand your mind. For example, try watching a documentary on something you don't know nothing about, or watch a movie that makes you feel uncomfortable, like the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Ah, green! Wow, I know, right?
And introverts are not gonna like this one, but dare to start a conversation with someone that has a different perspective than yours. You don't have to agree with them, but this helps you understand where they're coming from. And hear me out, understanding does not mean you're agreeing, it just means you're listening. Step 3, engage with diverse people and ideas. This is the real deal, and this is where the real growth happens. And again, if you're introvert, it might sound like a nightmare. As I said in step 2, if everybody in your circle thinks like you, acts like you, and watches the same shows as you, you're missing out on a huge chunk of what life has to offer. According to the Harvard Business Review, people who interact with diverse groups are more creative, much smarter, and have better problem-solving skills. They're also more empathetic. This is because when you're constantly around different perspectives, learning about different cultures, it forces you to think outside of your own experience. And that's what makes you not only more open-minded, but also more adaptable in life, and also more chill, bro. And I'm not talking just about meeting new people. Try listening to podcasts, reading books, or watching YouTubers who have a completely different perspective than yours. You'd be surprised with how much you can learn from someone you thought you had nothing in common with, like me. And that's why you should hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. It means a lot. Step 4. Embrace curiosity. For me, this is the most fun part of being open-minded. It's about being curious about the world, about people, researching and understanding why things are the way they are. Instead of immediately rejecting new ideas because they don't sound interesting or of your liking, start asking questions. Why do people believe that? Why do people like this? What's the history behind it? How does this work? I can tell for a fact I had no interest in politics. I always thought it was just two people arguing, fighting and debating about something and never doing something about it, which is also true, but something inside of me wanted to understand and learn more about it. I started asking questions to people that do follow these topics, and at first you might want to avoid asking these questions out of fear because you might sound stupid. But literally, bro, who cares? How else are you going to learn? Also, these people you're asking, they love to talk about these topics and they're willing to teach you more about it. A study shows that curiosity improves learning, makes you more likable, and gives you more chances on getting a higher paying job. People who are curious tend to ask better questions, and that makes them better at conversations. So there you go. Being open-minded does not only mean agreeing with everyone or liking the stuff you hate. It's about giving yourself a chance to grow, learn, and experience life in a different way. And who doesn't want that, bro? Literally, there are so many things in this world and we have so little time in it that sometimes we forget to go out there and appreciate what it has to offer. And this is it for today. If you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment down below about a time that you had your mind change about something. I would really like to hear your stories, for real. Don't forget to check out my latest song with B.A. Kojo, Na Nuevo. It's out everywhere on all streaming platforms. I'll leave a link down below in the description. My name is Beto. I hope you have a great day and I will see you guys in the next video, and I'm out.